So today we're playing the game. Is it trash or was it a steal? Because I did buy some makeup on sale and I'm excited to try it out. These were some amazing deals. I find most of my makeup discounts, deals, sales through BoxyCharm. I've talked about this a lot, so I'm sure a lot of you guys know that at this point, but I know there's weird things going on with like BoxyCharm and Ipsy coming together. Like they've been together for a while, but they're now like actually combining as one. But BoxyCharm has been my go-to for online makeup deals for a very long time because they actually give you steep discounts. I'm not talking about 10%, 20% off. We're talking like 50 or more % off these products. And this last time there were some really great brands. I found some Rose Ink on there. I was like, what? Rose Ink? I want to try that. I have some stuff from Keys Soul Care here and a really exciting one, this LYS foundation. So we're going to try it all on today and see if there's a reason this stuff is so discounted or not. I'm always a little wary if something is on a super big discount that it probably was because it wasn't selling as well. For example, Tower 28 never needs to put on their Make Waves mascara on sale. They never need to do it because everyone will pay for it. I mean, the fact that it's out of stock all the time, people would probably pay more for it to be able to get it even when it's out of stock. You know what I mean? Supply demand type things, but let's put on a primer first. I'm going to use the Glow Recipe. This is new and it's the Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. They had me at Pore Smooth Blur Drops, okay? I bought this myself. This is not on sale. This is like a new product, so I want to test it and I thought, you know, we could do it today. I have tried this one other time and I thought it blurred, but I don't know. I didn't notice anything amazing, but I also didn't notice anything bad, so that's good. I feel like it almost puts like this soft powder feel to your skin a little bit. Like it's a little mattifying, still smooth, but feels almost like slightly powdered. All right, so let's get into the first item that I got in a great deal. This is the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I chose the color LN3, so hopefully this works for me. I think we have a decent match there. I'm really excited because I actually was able to try out the LYS concealer through BoxyCharm, like through the normal monthly BoxyCharm, and I've really loved it so far. So I hope this will do well and that I will like it. I'm just using a sponge. A sponge is the best way for me to apply foundation, especially when I'm trying to get to know it. It's like the most easy one for me. I don't actually love how it's going on with the sponge. It's actually maybe a little bit light. Maybe once everything else is on, it'll be fine, but very skin-like, not nearly as dewy as I thought it would be, especially too because a sponge tends to make things a little bit more dewy. Some nice coverage. I don't know, it just didn't smooth on as easy as I thought it would, but it seems to be all going well now. And that could be the primer maybe too. So I will obviously test this stuff. I always test stuff multiple times, and then I can give you guys more full reviews later. Okay, I'm going in with another pump because that really only covered 1/2 of my face. So I don't love that. I hope that with more time, a lot of the times I can kind of get the amount down by figuring out the best method to apply it with. All right, I have it all smoothed on. First impressions, I felt like getting this on my skin, I had to take definitely some time to blend it out. It kind of was sticking in areas, not like being patchy at all. It just didn't like smooth over my face easily. That just needed a little bit more time blending, but the actual finish on my skin, the way it actually lays on my skin looks really good. I really like it. You see some of that dew, my skin's still coming through. I feel like this is like a medium coverage. I really only did one or so layer. I added a little bit more to my cheeks, but I really love the actual look of it. It doesn't look like foundation. I feel like it looks really good. So kind of interesting. I was a little bit nervous at first, but the actual result's really great so far. So that's good. And hopefully with different primers, maybe that can be eradicated entirely, that kind of longer blending out process. I want to look up prices for you guys so badly, but BoxyCharm's site's down because they're like merging with Ipsy, I guess. So I can't look there. And then for some reason, I cannot find the confirmation in my email. So I want to say though, this was like $9. I paid $9 or so for it because I know I wouldn't have probably paid more than $10 or so for it because I can be a little cheap. A lot of the times when I'm on the BoxyCharm site looking for deals, I'm buying things that I maybe had my eye on, but the price is really what's convincing me. Like, oh yeah, I already had my eye on that, and oh, for $4, yeah. And then to give you an idea, this retails for $24 at Sephora. So this actually is a really affordable foundation at Sephora. I didn't realize it was only $24. Like my favorite NARS one that I've been loving right now is like $50. $50, oh my gosh. Okay, let's put concealer on. It only makes sense we use the matching concealer. I'm just gonna add it there for now. It's kind of a lot. This is in the shade LG1 if you guys want to know what I use. And again, this was just sent to me in the monthly box. Whereas the deals that I'm mostly talking about in this video, I purchased through what they call the Boxy Shop, which again, I don't know what's going on and what will change over at Ipsy, what they'll have over there. I've noticed though that Ipsy tends to not price their stuff as low as BoxyCharm, even if they have the same product. So it'll be interesting to see how all that goes. And I am not subscribed to Ipsy, but I can still buy things through the Ipsy shop, even not being subscribed to the monthly bag. So hopefully that continues. For bronzer, I'm gonna use a cream because I have cream blush options. So I'm just gonna try out the Tower 28. I've been using this one. It's in the shade Broad, not Broad, because they're all after museums, and I realized that too late. And I guess this is actually supposed to be a contour, but I feel like it's a little bit warm for a contour personally. Like, it's more of like a bronzer type shade. Like, sure, you could use it, but I definitely enjoy it more as a cream bronzer. I know they technically have a cream bronzer, but that thing was like mostly like glitter. Like, definitely not quite my style. I tried it. I really couldn't get it to work for me. Okay, bronzer is on. For cream blush, I have two different options. One is the Keys Soul Care Super Flush Cheek Tint. I have been wanting to try the Alicia Keys line for a while, but again, it's one of those things just kind of on the back burner, and they had a few different options on the site. Maybe they only had one though, because this is like a red shade. This is the color Liberation, so this is what it looks like. I am excited to see how this actually is. Oh yeah, nice tint, that's great. And I feel like this type of color I'm very into lately. I wanna say this was probably around the 50% off price, like maybe a little bit less than that, maybe more like 60% off the original retail. And then the other blush I have here, this is from Item Beauty, which I think is being discontinued, I wanna say. Of course it is, like, and now I'll be trying it now that it's discontinued, of course. But these were like $4, like very, very cheap. This is the shade Oopsies. Oopsies. And it's a pinky, almost kind of coral. This is a bit of a putty blush. Not as putty as some others, but definitely has a little bit of that. And it's more of a matte finish than the Keys one. So maybe we'll try both. They're pretty similar colors, so I feel like in the end I can like make them work. I'm gonna start with the Item Beauty. I'm just taking an angled blush brush. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I've heard good things about these Item Beauty blushes. And this definitely has that matte finish, almost kind of that blurring finish we're seeing a lot of. And it went on very easy, maybe a little, like, pretty pigmented, actually. Okay, that is Oopsies. Oopsies. We didn't make an, I don't even want to make that joke, actually. Okay, I don't even really like saying oopsies. What am I talking about? I feel like the name forced me into it and made me think I was okay with it. Okay, let's do Liberation, and I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna take a little, like, less, I don't know. I'm like, I think this one's gonna be a little bit brighter and maybe more pigmented, so we'll see. Oh, that one's pretty too. I mean, look at the colors. So pretty. It's so tough. I feel like this is for someone who likes that dewy look, someone who has maybe drier skin, they're gonna like this. And I feel like if you really want something mattifying, or you want, you know, a cream blush that's not going to make you more greasy, I feel like the Item Beauty one's for you. Again, first impressions, I do love a dewy blush. I feel like this looks like it's coming kind of from under your skin, whereas this one, you can tell is more sitting on top. And I love that kind of, like, it looks like the actual flushness of your face is coming through the foundation. I particularly like that look. So I think, you know, on first impression here, I do prefer the Keys one. And I think the color turned out so pretty. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So here is the Keys Soul Care, and then this is the Item Beauty blush. I feel like they look fine enough to be on my face at one time, so that's good. Even though you wouldn't expect it, you would not expect it, but they definitely have something similar going on because this is so sheer, which I really love. I feel like it makes it a lot more versatile. I feel like this would look probably really good on the lips as well if you want to do a monochromatic look. So I kind of wonder what some of the other colors would look like since this is so sheer. Like, you can build it up though. Let's see. That's me building it up. It has some range for sure, but it has me interested in some of the other ones. I think this is really, really nice. I like it so far. Wow, I feel like we're doing pretty well so far for you know, all this stuff being on sale, I feel like they're all steals at this point. Next, this is another kind of blushy item, but this is a powder. This is from Fenty and it's the Ruby Riches blush lighter, I guess we'd call it. It's been on my list for a long time. If you haven't seen Trophy Wife in person from Fenty, you guys need to. I definitely slept on that one and it made me pick up What a Brat, which I don't know if that's discontinued, but that one's also really shimmery and beautiful. Ruby Riches does not seem nearly as shimmery as the other ones. It's almost like a satin type of finish. There it is. So I might use this on a very, very, very wispy brush. I'm gonna use a dual fiber. And I'm just gently putting the bristles in. And I'm gonna kind of drape from my eye. This look is gonna turn dramatic. It is so pretty. And depending on your skin tone, it's obviously gonna have a different intensity on you. But I've been waiting for this one to go on like an actual decent sale, and it finally went under, I think, the $10 price point. So I was so excited for that. I'll keep you guys updated. This is definitely a specialty item, not something I'm using all of the time, but I am excited to play around with it. I was hoping that would give a little bit more glow to my cheeks, and it didn't really do that. So I might add a highlighter in a second, but I'm gonna put on some brows really fast using my Rowan brow pencil and my Persona brow gel. I love the Swipe Up brow gel in Cool Brown. That's the one I've been using lately. I go between that, my Iconic Linden, my Tarte one. Just depends on the day, how I'm feeling. Okay, brows are on, and I wanna mention too, I think the Swipe Up is totally worth full price, but sometimes you can get this on a deal on BoxyCharm as well, which I love. You know me, I love a deal, especially if it's something I already would love and use full price. Getting it on discount is even better. I'm just gonna prime my eyes for some eyeshadow real fast. For eyeshadow, I'm using this Lorac palette. This is the Merrick High palette, and this is what it looks like. Very neutral, kind of boring, but I'm excited to use, I'm not gonna lie. This, I think, was on sale for, I wanna say like $12. Like, it was so good. I hope I'm not wrong about that, but I'm telling you, it was a very, very good price. I think Lorac is actually gonna be in the 21 Days of Beauty, so you can snag it, I think 50% off there. If you're interested in something like this, I think it'll be a bunch of their different palettes. The Lorac formula is solid even after all these years, you guys. So I'm gonna do something really, really neutral. I have some different lip colors, so I wanna be able to try a bunch of different things on. So I'm gonna go into, I think, this brown first, just to get a little bit of a transition. It's almost a little like olivey, like it's a warm brown. But let's just blend that into the crease. Still that powdery formula though. My favorite stuff from Lorac are the little 6 pans. I absolutely love them. I love a little small color story though, you guys know that. So this is kind of overwhelming, but what's really cool about these larger palettes is that if you use a shade up, a lot of times they'll offer refills on the Lorac website, so you can just replace the shadow you want, and you can also move them around. At least I'm pretty sure that's true. Some of them actually have the holes on the back, but you can switch them around, which you guys know I also love to do to get the most out of my palettes and kind of create color stories and things that inspire me and kind of refresh your makeup, make it feel new and exciting. I'm feeling this color here. I feel like it's a nice mid-tone shimmer. So I'm gonna use that on my lid. I'm just gonna use my finger to tap it on. And this one actually doesn't have a lot of shimmer. A lot of the colors in here are more like flaky and shimmery, but this one is almost like a satin. But I thought since we're doing neutral, I could at least go a little bit darker, add the drama that way. And now I'm just taking a brush and kind of blending around the edges so we get hopefully a nice blend. I also feel like I'm getting a little oily. I don't know, man. I thought all this was working out and I just looked at my face and I went, girl, you look scary. What's happening? I hope this pulls together. I really do. I'm gonna use this champagne shimmer in here for my brow bone and inner corner. I think I might leave the lower lash line empty right now just to kind of keep a lifted look and everything. I'm like nervous to add more depth at this moment. So I'm gonna go in with mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I did not like this the first time I used it, but the time since I've actually been enjoying it. I get this kind of spidery, but not in a bad way, like the best way spidery can be, lash look that almost, I don't know, it clumps in just the right ways. We'll see if it actually happens today so I can show you. Or if I just poke my eye out on camera. It's all, I swear, my whole channel is just leading up to the moment I'm gonna poke my eye out on camera. The wand on this is just so weird though, because I feel like I don't have to put that much pressure on it. It's like so, almost like bendy in a way. And you have to like bend it so much to get it into the, look at this. It's like, ugh. It's very tight. This is what happens. I'm trying to put it in and it's like gonna break off. All right, I decided I'm gonna add this little baby wing. I've been doing this, you guys, with powder eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take the black that's in here, and this is the 208 from BK Beauty. It is so small, so precise, and so amazing. I'm tapping it off, and I just follow my natural eye shape, and I just, like, I'm making a wing as big as the brush. Tiny wings, okay? We're not talking about jumbo wings. We're talking about the most baby, delicate, faint little wings, just to add a little bit of an elongated look. And then I do it with the powder, so it's just soft. And that's it. It's probably, you probably can't even see what I'm doing. And I'm nervous that if I zoom in, I'm gonna fuck it up. Just because you guys are too close watching me. Let's see. Like, seriously, just like that. And it almost looks like a long lash. And that's kind of what I want. And I feel like when they're this small, even if they're a little bit off, like, who can tell? No one can even see it. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? That's always kind of nice. It takes the pressure off a bit. I am going to add a little bit of liner to this bottom lash line. I'm using this KVD one that I got. It was like part of the holiday set. I don't love it, but I'm using it. It adds the tiniest bit of color, but it's really just sparkly, and that's why I think it works. All right, let's talk about lips. I have a few different products. I was so excited, like I said, about these Rose Ink products. I want to say these are like $9. These weren't the cheapest, but these are pretty new. I had never seen really Rose Ink, I think, on the BoxyCharm site before, so that had me so excited. These are the Lip Sculpt Clean Moisturizing Pigmented Lipsticks. They retail for $26. Like I said, I got mine for like $9, and they are on sale on Sephora right now for $18, so I don't know why that is. I don't know why they're on sale there too, but they're like a jumbo lip pencil. This is the shade Abstraction. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why it's on sale. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see the kind of powdery film this has? I'm assuming that's just Bloom. Is that what people call Bloom? Like, I know what the hell that is. I don't think that's actually mold. I think sometimes lipsticks can get that, but it's not bad. It's just kind of the wax formula, but that's Abstraction. Pretty color. Besides that, freaky. That's just not always the most appetizing to look at. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make me excited. That makes me feel like, baby, this is the trash. Okay. Then the other color I got is called Beams. Oh yeah, this one has it too. I wonder if this is why they're on sale at Sephora. You know, a clean formula like that. It's like anyone that's gonna spend $26 has squeaky little lipsticks with a coating on the outside. That's not always what people want to pay, you know what I mean? So that's Beams, that's Abstraction, I think it was. So those are really pretty. Let's try them on, and then I have another lip product. We'll kind of do all three and see how they look. I guess I'm risking life and limb here putting this on. All right, so that is Beams. It feels like a pretty normal lipstick to me. Definitely has that crayon, makeup-y kind of powdery smell, the taste to it. I don't know if they were always like that. Some lipsticks just have that taste. I don't know if that means it's gone off. Considering it's clean beauty, not a good sign to me. The color is pretty though. It's like a rose. Okay, let's try the other one. This is that Abstraction. This one's definitely a warmer shade. Put it over my dead lips. All right, so that's Abstraction. I like this color, way more of an easier wear color for me, but the formula in these is interesting. I thought they'd be juicy, but what they are is like a matte lipstick. It's not dry, like you can move your lips around and stuff, but it feels dry. Like it has a matte look to it, and to me it feels like a little bit drying on my lips. So I'm not a fan of this. Oh look, the colors of them are different. I didn't know that. That's interesting too. This one doesn't taste maybe as crayon-y, but maybe I'm just used to the taste from the other one too. So these might be trash. These might be trash. Unfortunately, I was so excited. I've only ever tried one other thing from Rose Ink, and I also don't really love that. Spoiler. But I like the color. I do like the color. I was hoping it would be more juicy or sheer or like a tint, not just a lipstick bullet in that shape, I guess. And I really don't like that it came a little bit messed up, you know? Again, I don't know if that actually means the product is truly bad, but it doesn't look good, I can tell you that. Okay, the last lip product, I was so excited because there was Half Magic Beauty stuff on the BoxyCharm sale site. I was like, I love Half Magic. I love trying stuff from them, and I had not tried any of the liquid lipsticks, so I picked up the one shade they had available. This is the Mouth Cloud in Magic Brownie, which I have the Magic Brownie blush, so I'm actually really excited because this would be such a fun combo, wear this with that blush. I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. All right, let's see how this goes. I want to say this was also right at like the half price point. Oh, creamy. It's definitely a similar color to Magic Brownie. I feel like this is a little bit strong, so I'm gonna blot on my hand because this has like a really creamy texture, more creamy than this for sure. It reminds me of something like the M Cosmetics Infinite Lip Clouds. I haven't tried those in years, like since they originally launched, but maybe something like that. They don't dry down, or it hasn't dried down yet. So I'm gonna blot and kind of see what happens with the formula after a little bit on my lips. Oh wow, when I just kissed my lips, that's what came off, like nothing. That's interesting. I'm like, where's the pigment then if it's not coming off here? Because there's product here, but really not pigment. That is so interesting. Well, I definitely am excited for this formula. It has that soft, blurring, kind of like K-beauty style lip going on. It still feels like it hasn't dried down. I can still move my lips around. It feels a little like a powdered lip with like a pillowy balm. I'm excited to see how this one wears. So I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. I feel like my look is a little much today. I don't know if I'm absolutely in love, but it is what it is. Okay, let's talk about some of the products. I'm gonna go over them pretty fast. Lots of wins. I feel like there was a lot of like non-trash, a lot of steals, if you will. First impressions with the foundation, I'm so. I think it looked really good. I wanna see how it wears. That's obviously the real test. Like if a foundation goes on good and looks good initially, that's amazing. But how does it look in 5 hours? How does it look in 7 hours? How does it look in 10 hours? Like how much is my oil coming through? Is it getting patchy? Is it coming off? Like is it transferring a ton? Those things are super important. So I will keep testing this one, but I have high hopes. Like I definitely want to get it on my skin again. Some things I try the first time and go, no, never again. So I'm glad that didn't happen. I feel like the blushes were such wins. I love both of these. I think they're so pretty. I know it's an intense blush look today. The Ruby Riches, I think, sent it over the edge, but I am excited for both of these. And a lot of you told me that the Item Beauty blushes are good. And if you can find them now that I think it's kind of ending, I think, or at least it's not going to be at Sephora anymore, but for $4, yes, that's a good price. Same with the keys. I think this feels a little bit nicer. I think that's what I like about the keys one. It feels like skincare makeup, and there's something so nice about that. Like I do enjoy that feel, and I like, part of me wants to be that girly, right? Who has the low-key makeup, a little tint on my cheeks with my fingers and on my lips, and I felt like it actually looked good on my cheeks as well. So it's not just pure fantasy. I'm excited to keep using this one for sure. Has me interested in some of the other colors. I'll probably wait for a deal. I just love a deal, and I have a million makeup items, so you know, I try not to pay full price if I can, but very happy with that. The Ruby Riches, the Fenty product, this is one I was just pining after, so it'll be interesting to see what looks I can come up with this. I really want to see if I can get some of the shine to come out, because I didn't know if this was going to be a little bit more textured like Trophy Wife and like What a Brat, and it's not, so hopefully I can get that shine out of it a little bit more. The Lorac eyeshadow palette, I mean, to get this on a deal is amazing. I think the formula is good. I don't know if this palette's the one for me. I definitely just enjoy the 6 pans, and even the Noir palette, that one I have my eye on, but same great Lorac formula if that's something you like, where it's easy to blend, you know, they do a lot of neutrals. It's a soft shadow, and I do like it. It's great to be able to get it on a good deal. I feel like I would really only buy Lorac though discounted. I feel like the real true to me trash, again, first impressions, but just with this feels like it was meant to be there. Like I know why this was there. Yeah, it's rose ink, but it's the rose ink product it feels like no one likes. It feels like the rose ink product that is decaying in front of our eyes. So this one I'm gonna put in the trash category. I might try them on again. I might not though, because I don't really enjoy that taste on my lips, you know? Even if fine, it's you know, it's just blooming, whatever. They taste like crayons. They look like a crayon, it tastes like a crayon. But the Half Magic Lip Cloud, Mouth Cloud, I am excited to keep trying this. Again, I want to do that monochromatic look with the blush. That's going to be on my list to try, but I'm very happy, again, to try any of the Half Magic stuff out. So those are some of my first impression thoughts. I'd love to know, do you shop the BoxyCharm sales? Now they're going to be, I guess, Ipsy sales. I don't know how they're going to do it. Or where do you like to find your makeup on a discount? Do you wait for 21 Days of Beauty? Do you actually have TJ Maxx's and, you know, Marshalls that have good stuff? Because it is so hard. Like, no. The ones around me, I cannot find this stuff. The amazing TJ Maxx stores, that's not my store, okay? But let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.